Welcome back to this Thing of Ours podcast,
where we talk about all of life's highs and lows.
and everything in between.
If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining us. And if you've been following us for a little while, thanks for being part of the family. So how was your week?
My week was pretty eventful. Just because, I'm pretty proud of myself. So I know we made a podcast, I think about 3 weeks ago now.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about, planning for 2023 and maybe not waiting for the new year to start your goal. Or, we talked about building habits and disappointment and things like that, not waiting for the Monday, basically. Kind of summed it up. But yeah, I actually started going to the gym, and I'm very proud of myself because I've been going 3 times a week for the last 2 weeks. And I've been hurting, been sore a little bit, but I feel good. I feel like that I needed that boost. I've been taking my iron pills. I've been, using my rice water, doing my green tea rinses for my hair, and, helping with my hair with shedding. And I feel better. I feel like my mind is in a much better place.
Yeah, we actually do feel better once we actually start doing things, eating better, exercising. You do feel better. You feel like you have more energy. I don't know. Life just, it's different. And maybe it's just, setting that goal and actually going forward with it. And you could see that you're actually following through with it, the consistency. I don't know.
How's your week?
My week was good. Things are starting to improve at work. Management's decision to change things a little bit definitely made a difference, which made me very happy because it was getting very, very exhausting. So this week was definitely better. It was definitely better. How was your guys' week? You guys do anything special? Anything happen? Let us know.
And you made it through another week. So pat yourself on the back. And thank you for joining your Sunday's podcast.
Yes. But yeah, so yesterday we actually went couch shopping again.
Yes, because we're tired of sitting on these hard chairs. Listen, every Sunday when we got to sit on these chairs, I'm telling you, my butt is sore right after.
I think we should have just went and bought some cushions for this.
I think it's probably from the dollar store or something cheap. Yeah.
It would have got us by till we actually found and made a decision on a couch, because that was the hardest part. Actually, because we went shopping, and looked at things. We've looked online. We've just never made an actual decision on what we wanted.
I feel like maybe because we couldn't agree on price, and we also couldn't agree on, when I mean agree on price, I mean like us in the store. Because some of those prices are just, I feel like I should have done my research on how expensive furniture has gotten after COVID. Because when I sold my couches, obviously that's what we're putting the money towards. We're putting a little bit of that money towards the couch. But when I sold my couches, I didn't think the price of furniture increased by a lot. And maybe it's because obviously I bought my couch years and years ago, but still I just didn't think furniture was going to be that expensive.
Yeah. I mean, there were some that were a decent price, but I mean, you lose some benefit. They're a little bit firmer. They're not as comfortable. The look isn't what you truly want. There's little things that you're going to lose once you go down in price.
Yeah.
Right.
So yesterday when we did go shopping, it was kind of raining. It was kind of depressing, and we didn't really want to stay home. Yes, it's pouring, and we are on our way to get some furniture. Or we're supposed to look at furniture today. But I kind of already have my mindset on one couch, sectional. I already have my mindset on it. So who knows? Today's probably going to be the day where I get to sign and get the couch, hopefully. But when I contacted them, they said that they did have the couch there for me to touch and feel, because I hate buying furniture I can't actually feel, because you just never know what you're gonna get, right? So you never know if you're gonna like it, and there's no returns on products like that, which sucks. So when me and Chris were actually looking at couches, we were kind of looking at two different styles of really. What type of style were you looking at though?
I mean, I was looking for a sectional. That I've wanted a sectional for a long time. I don't know. I feel like it makes more use of the space than having a full sofa and a love seat. I feel like you always have that corner where you like need to almost put a table because it's just like an empty space. I don't know. I just find it weird. So I like the whole sectional feel that, I don't know, it just has the L and all the space is used up with seating, because I feel like there was times where we actually pushed the sofa over and had them kind of like a sectional anyway, but then you just had the random armrest in between.
Yeah, so I had a love seat and then we also had a sofa, so that we just moved those two together. I did want a sectional as well. That's also like something I agreed on with you. But for the style of sectional, I felt like I was trying to go for more like the relaxed look, like I wanted my living room to feel very cozy, warm, definitely because, majority of the months in Canada are cold.
So we're inside a lot.
Yeah, so we're inside a lot, and that's kind of like what I wanted. We have a small electrical fireplace, so I felt like that could have been more of a cabin feel, and that was like really the energy that I was going for, a nice, warm, cozy cabin feel. So that was like the style that I was looking into.
Yeah. See, like when I think of a sectional, normally I was thinking of just something that, I don't know, some of them are just like a sofa with the chais part. I never really liked that style personally. I like the ones that have the full back on the sofa section, but then on the shorter side, it still has part of the back, right? So you can kind of lean up against that one and then have your legs across the sofa section.
So we could have just gone and lent a sofa and then just have like that one extra like piece that you could put your legs on.
But no.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't like that style.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that style because then you can't sit like sideways on the couch. You have to sit on the sofa section and constantly face that one way. You can't lean against the armrest, right? Unless you're actually just gonna lie down, with your head down, because it's just an armrest. It's not a full back. So I've always wanted that full back section on the shorter end of the sectional. But yeah, I mean that was the style that I've always wanted when I was thinking of a sectional. But I know your style was definitely different than what I was looking at, and that was kind of the reason why it was hard for us to kind of come to a decision.
The sofa and then just having that one piece would have been cheaper, but really and truly when we started looking at the prices, they were all roughly the same, like as a sectional. We're like, hey, let's just I'll just go with your idea.
You save a little bit, but it's not significant to lose the extra seating, right? And then once you have people over, like where are they going to sit?
So I did want the cloud couch. That's really what I wanted. Now, I was okay with whatever couch really you wanted, but I just knew that I wanted like more of a relaxed look. The color that I think I was really going for was more of a neutral color.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of thinking originally going for a neutral color. Like that's just, I don't know. I've always just wanted something white, gray, or like a beige color, right? I feel like it's easier to match with everything in the room. So that's just always what I've thought of when it comes to couches. But when we went in, there was actually lots of different colors.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was dark blue. There was beige. There was like leather brown. I would have been okay with the leather brown too.
It was nice, but it was more of it had more of like a formal vibe to it, right? More of like, when you go to a house and you have like a family room and then a living room. The family room is where like people just gather, they sit down, they kind of sit up proper, and it's more of like an upbeat, like communication vibe, right? Whereas the living room, it's a little bit different. You have something a little bit more cozier where you can actually sit down and, watch a movie.
So that's actually the couch I was looking at. This one here.
Yeah, even though it has the short back, it's actually not that bad. You are right, because you sink into it a little bit, right?
Yeah, this is the couch that I was actually looking at. I actually like this one. I think this one looked nice. What do you think? I actually really like this one. And it's actually the size we need, I think. So does it feel comfortable?
It's a little bit firmer.
This is the accurate price.
Yeah. Yeah, this one feels firmer.
It's estimated
Okay.
or next shipment.
Wow.
No, I'll tell you the truth, I really like the navy blue. It seems better.
Since you're here,
Our living room wasn't that big, so we couldn't really get a big couch. And if you've seen the cloud couch looks pretty massive.
It is.
Maybe it's just like I guess maybe it's just the configuration that makes it look big. Like I seen cloud couches with like 6 different parts to it, but that wouldn't fit into like our small little living room.
But it is actually bigger. Like it's deeper. You're forced to kind of like lean more into it rather than just sitting up straight, where the actual seat section is shorter, so you can actually like bend your legs without leaning back further, right?
Yeah.
So it is bigger. It is.
I did like the blue couch. Now, the only thing is about having a darker couch, I think, is that if we don't have enough natural light coming in, it's going to make the spot look, I guess, darker, and then it'll make the spot look smaller. Because like I just mentioned, the living room isn't really that big, and I wanted it to be more open.
I know, and that's what you've always said, too, is like you didn't want to make the room look dark. Right. So that's another reason why we were always just drawn towards the lighter colors. And I know we were originally actually looking for just like a white or ivory, like everything we looked at online. We were trying to find those colors, right?
But the thing is, having trumpet, or and just like the little things, our little habits, like if we eat on the couch, we drop ketchup, or Kurtis spills coffee on the couch.
I don't spill nothing on the couch.
So when it came down to the color, I really wanted, like Kurtis said, the ivory. But at the end of the day, having a dog and, the little human habits that we have, I kind of thought, okay, well, would you rather see just dog hair? Because, we went with the dark blue that we saw that couch. We kind of really liked that couch. So if we went with the dark blue of that couch, you would see more of the dog hair, right? But not so much of the dirt. Compared to if we went with the lighter couch, like the ivory, you would see more of the dirt. Not so much of his hair, but I think more of the dirt that because we had that before, right, on our podcast.
And we wipe his feet as good as possible, but for some reason it's never perfect. Like there's always a little bit of dirt that still accumulates. Like we have to clean our floors like often, and they're always dirty, and it's not from us because it's not like we wear our shoes inside the house. Yeah. Right? It's from him. So
we didn't move a lot. Like, so that brings, the couch into the U-Haul, dropping the couch when we're moving into our apartment building. Yeah. So, the little rubbing here and there, that's also what collected dirt on the couch as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And like over time, yes, it will change colors. It won't be that nice bright white. It's like getting a nice new pair of white shoes, right? You can clean them, but they're never the same. They're never the same, no matter how good you clean them.
I never really owned white shoes like that. Like running shoes? No. I've had like little Velcro white Keds, but I've never actually owned running shoes that were white.
You ever heard that song by Wale? I think it's with Seinfeld too in there. But it's called White Shoes.
Is it?
It basically says like everything's gonna be okay as long as you got your white shoes.
No, I never heard of
that. It's actually a good song though.
So one thing about the cloud couch we've noticed is that it's kind of high maintenance. Like you gotta shake it to make sure the feathers and make sure it keeps its shape in the seats.
When someone sits in it, someone sat in it. Yeah. It holds that shape because you sink into it, right? It's not like a firm couch where you sit down and once you get up, it's like flat again. Yeah. This one, like you can tell someone actually sat there. So once you get up and you're not going to be sitting back down on it, you have to like kind of fluff it back out,
Mhm.
or else it just looks kind of messy.
Yeah.
It actually does if you don't take care of it.
Hmm. And one thing I was also looking for was maybe like to remove the cushions so that we can wash them,
Yeah.
vacuum them, and then just take better care of the couch.
But yeah, how do you like this chair?
I actually like it. See how it has the short back?
Mm-hmm.
I thought every time I seen them before, I always thought it was going to be uncomfortable, but it's actually not. I feel like the seat actually sinks in a bit
Mm-hmm.
and kind of compensates for the back being so short.
Yeah.
And because you're actually forced to sit a little bit deeper into it, like your legs have to sit out further because the cushions are so deep.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're forced to kind of like sit further, and then you have more of a lean rather than sitting up straight. That's the only thing. With this couch, you can't sit up straight.
No, I think it's supposed to be like a comfy couch. Oh, I thought this was price.
Yeah.
That's how everything stays.
Yeah, you can't just sit up straight on this couch. It's like impossible.
Would you be okay with this one? This is the one I saw online. It was on sale.
And all the cushions come apart.
And even this. Does this come apart? Oh, they're not even really snapped in.
Which is actually good. Because you said you wanted to move them around from time to time, right? Lift it up a bit. Yeah.
So that was one thing. The main thing that we also agreed on was that you had to remove the cushions and be able to remove the
fabric.
The fabric.
Yeah,
as well.
and so we can actually wash them. They need to be machine washable. They need to come off, and the stuffing inside needs. It can't be like there was actually one that we saw, that you literally couldn't take it apart because it was just like the stuffing. There was nothing holding the stuffing together inside.
The cushions are removable, which is nice. And everything actually locks in, so you can't actually separate them. Nope. So you can't actually wash these ones compared to the other one. The other one, it actually had like a pillow, but this one you can't actually wash it because they just gotta stuff it.
You can wash. Yeah, you can wash them. The tricky part is just getting these covers back on.
Wow.
That would be
Okay.
the only tricky part.
What type of filling is it though? Like, because one of the things that we did buy,
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't actually feel like a pillow. It's like what is that?
Well, you only want to put the cover in.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Not
no, the inside is just like
It was like this mesh material that when we tried to pull it off, it
I
like
see what
ripped
you're saying.
and all the stuffing came out. So even though it's washable, we couldn't really.
Most of them, to be honest with you, most of them are very difficult to take off. They don't really recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just letting you know, you usually can if you want to.
okay, so
This one is already in
Oh,
in
wow.
sealed packaging. So
Yeah,
it would be
okay.
easier.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so there was a few things that we had like a little checklist of things that we kind of needed and that we were looking for, and I don't know. Let me know if you guys do these kind of things when you're shopping for a large item or maybe even just a small item, but there's little things that you're obviously looking for. And, especially when you're spending thousands of dollars on an item that you're going to see and use every single day, it's kind of an important purchase and a big decision to make.
Yeah, that's kind of like why it took us so long. And definitely, you're kind of nervous about it. It's almost like you're buying a house, kind of. You don't want to make the wrong mistake. Because I asked him, I don't know why I asked him, but I asked him this. I already knew the answer. I asked if I can return it if I didn't like it.
And the answer was
No. He's like, no, we don't take back couches if you don't like it. And I was like, okay.
well, there's no 30-day return policy.
I know. There's no company that does that. Or is there a company that allows you to try the couch? And if you don't like it, you should be able to return it.
I think that's why they have a showroom. So you can.
But they don't have every couch that they have online.
No, you're right. You're right. But I mean, I don't know. They have a showroom. You can see it. You can feel it. You can sit in it. Is it comfortable? Is it something you want? But the only thing is, you can't see what it looks like in your spot. That's like the hardest decision out of the whole thing. It's like, cool, yeah, I know it, I like it, but will it look good?
Yeah.
Right.
See, another thing you mentioned about like having people over, because we use the other bedroom as a office. I was actually thinking maybe we should get a couch where that it can convert into like a bed.
Okay. Yeah, like a sleeper sectional or a sleeper sofa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's more of a sleeper. Like, if you don't have the extra bed,
Mm-hmm.
you can have your parents come over and they pull this out and sleep on this instead of a bed, or whoever. But
It doesn't feel that soft though. It's very firm. Like it's very, very, very firm. Yeah. There's like no give really, like bouncing
No,
when
I
you're
know.
sitting on it.
oh
Oh
shit.
wow, that's actually really cool.
Oh yeah, so it's a sleeper, right? So
Oh, you add the blankets, the pillows,
Yeah,
and right there. It's actually really cool.
The one thing about that couch though was how hard that couch was so hard. Okay.
I know. I couldn't imagine actually having to sleep on that one though.
Immediately as soon as I sat on that couch, I knew someone's back was gonna start hurting. That couch was hard. Okay, like I felt like I was almost sitting like on these chairs.
Speaking of Seinfeld again, remember when Elaine went and slept over at was it Jerry's parents' house?
Yes, yeah.
She woke up, her back's just like killing her.
That's what I feel like my family would say. Yeah. Them sleeping on that couch, they're not gonna like that.
No.
The second store that we went into, when I looked around, I just quickly walked around the store. I didn't really see anything. I
mean, there was a few things that I liked, but I feel like every store we went to, the prices just increased.
Oh, like the last store we went to. Like, you know the blue couch that you guys just saw? We saw something very similar, like almost identical.
Yeah.
In the third store.
Just looking at it, you could not tell a difference at all.
Until you look at the price.
Let's go to the brick. Yeah. I have trouble staying awake at night as it is.
Yeah, this couch will make you fall asleep.
That'd be it for me. Come home, kick my feet up.
See, I don't think the ottoman comes with this one.
Now, for whatever reason, that price was like 3 times more than what we saw at the first store. And then we told him, we're like, do you guys price match?
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, we do. Oh, and then I pull out the little card that the guy gave me that he wrote down the pricing on at the first store. And he looked at it, is like, whoa, something's wrong.
Yeah. Like he couldn't believe that it was that much cheaper. He's like, I have to go tell my manager.
But turns out it was slightly different.
It was slightly bigger.
Like the actual sections, because it's like a modular sectional. They were like an extra like 5 inches overall, which isn't much. But the other thing was it was all feather. So I do understand. Yes, you're gonna pay a little bit more when it's like all the feather. It didn't feel that like much more comfortable, to be honest.
Okay, when I sat on it, I almost felt like I really like sunk into the couch. But the thing is, I want my couch to have a little bit more firm to it, and that's kind of like what the first store kind of gave us with the dupe of the dupe. Yeah, there was just a little bit more firmness to it, and that's what I was hoping for on this couch. But like you said, it was all feather, and I didn't like the way I really just sunk into it. It was too much. But I felt like I was touching the frame of the couch. That's kind of like what I felt like I was touching. That's how much you sunk into the couch. So after going to 3 stores, I don't know about you guys, but we kind of got hungry.
Yep. Yeah, I was starving. And just outside the third store, there's like a little chip stand. So I decided to go get myself a little poutine.
So, for people who do not live in Canada,
I'm sure they have poutine everywhere.
Let me know. This is a poutine. I don't know how good this one is because I've never had it from here, but let's show them what it looks like. If I can open it. That is a poutine with cheese curds. You got to get the cheese curds. That's what's up. It's actually not bad. I'm actually impressed.
I don't know. Do you guys own a navy blue couch or anything navy blue, like furniture wise?
Yeah. Just the only thing to really worry about is will it look good with, because like our kitchen is in, like it's all like open concept.
Mm-hmm.
So you see our cabinets, and will the blue contrast with the cabinets and also with the dark, like espresso finish we have on the staircase as well.
You know what's the easiest way
Right.
to do it? Just Pinterest it. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna head back to the store now and see what they can do for us. I think it will look okay. I think I'm gonna take the chance. What do you think? You think we should?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do it. I'm nervous, but I'm nervous like everything I'm nervous for.
I mean, it's not a small purchase. Like,
I don't know. We kind of have a tough decision. Help us
Mhm.
out. Which color do you think
I
would
don't
look
know.
better?
We did ask our family members like
Mhm.
what, like after we photoshopped the pictures, what they thought, and they kind of are leaning towards what we're kind of leaning towards too. But we've always had our mind set on a certain thing.
Yeah. My mind was always set on the ivory color.
Yeah.
But the thing is also with the blue, like I was thinking like, well, we can always go with, like I said, the faux leather, but it's a beige color that we saw. I did like that couch too, but the thing is that wasn't a sectional. And I don't think they come in faux leather sectional. Do they? I don't know.
Yeah, you can get them.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
I've never had a sectional, so I've never like paid attention to them. I've always had like a sofa and love seat.
But what do you guys think? What do you think we should do? Because
And-
we're kind of on the fence here. We like both, but we're not fully decided on which one we want.
The guy said that some of the couches that we were looking at, the shipment was going to be in January or March. And imagine, I don't think we can wait that long anymore.
No, it's already been 2 months, and waiting another 4 months to get a couch delivered, like that's crazy. But yeah, so let us know what you guys think. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, join in the community, join the family. If you're watching it on YouTube right now, jump over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, follow us there as well. On Spotify, we will be posting a vlogcast or whatever they call it, where you can see the video at the bottom. There's also a Q&A that we'll be posting on there too, probably just asking what style couch you guys liked, which color you guys liked that we showed here in this video. Let us know what you guys think and help us make a decision.
And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Have a good day, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.